Hi, this is Josh Marshall from TPM Media. It's Tuesday, June 10th, 2008. Now that we have the general election candidates firmly in place, we're going to start doing regular updates at TPMtv on the state of the presidential race, the polls, and what the trends seem to be showing in key states. Now, what we want to focus on today are the trends in early June 2008 in the presidential race, and also where are the swing states, and are they the same states that we looked at in 2000 and 2004? Now, the good news, if you're an Obama supporter, is that the polls pretty much across the board seem to be trending in Obama's direction. We looked at 12 of what we consider to be swing states this year, and in all 12 since mid-May, the direction has all been in Obama's favor. Now, most of these state polls are from April and through late May, but just today we have a couple new national polls coming out that show what a lot of people have predicted, and that is a bump, a relatively sizable bump for Barack Obama after he secured the Democratic nomination. There are two major tracking polls being kept right now, one by Rasmussen, the other by Gallup. Both today show Barack Obama 6 points ahead of John McCain nationally. Now, the archetypal swing states from 2000 and 2004 are Ohio and Florida. Now, it sort of depends on your interpretation. You say who won and who didn't, but the Republicans, George W. Bush, ended up getting the electoral votes for both states in 2000 and 2004. Now, because of the duel between Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, a lot of focus has also been put on Pennsylvania, another one of these northeastern Rust Belt states where Hillary Clinton seemed to just have a decided advantage with the demographics in both of those states. So Ohio, Pennsylvania, Florida. Now, the thing is, there's been, as I said, a lot of focus on Ohio and Pennsylvania because of what came out of the Democratic primary. But if you actually look at the polls today, both of those states are trending pretty clearly in Barack Obama's direction, and the most recent polls show him leading John McCain in each. The place where Barack Obama seems to have a real problem is in Florida. Let's just run down some quick numbers from Ohio first. The two most recent polls of Ohio were Quinnipiac on May 22nd, which had John McCain up 4 points over Barack Obama. And then the next day, Survey USA came out with a poll that showed Barack Obama up 9 points over McCain. Again, that's in Ohio, so it seems like they're pretty close in Ohio. The two most recent polls in Pennsylvania both have Barack Obama up with a substantial lead. Now, the question is, why Florida? There's all sorts of interpretations of why that's the case. Is it because of Jewish retirees down in South Florida who have questions about Barack Obama? Is it because of the controversy over the seating of the Florida delegates? I think there's one indication that may point to the good interpretation of what happened, and that is that kind of off the radar is the case of Michigan. Now, John McCain also has a very slight lead in Michigan at the moment, so I think the most plausible interpretation of this is that these are two states where the Obama campaign never did the kind of saturation advertising that they did in almost every other state in the country. So if we're looking at the 2000-2004 map, Ohio and Pennsylvania may not be as contested as they were in those two previous elections. And Florida, though Barack Obama is making some progress there, may be the place where he'll have the most trouble. Now, where are the states that are going to be different than 2000 and 2004? Where are the swing states that are in contention now that haven't been in those two previous contests? Now, for that, we need to look at two opposite sides of the country, Virginia and Colorado. Now, up until very recently, Virginia in presidential politics was one of the most Republican states in the entire country. John Kerry made a bit of a play for it, but it really didn't end up being a major swing state, and of course, George W. Bush won the state. Now, Barack Obama has been making signals for some time that he plans to seriously contest that state. The two most recent polls of Virginia are as follows. On May 12th, Rasmussen did a poll that showed Obama only 3 points behind McCain, and on May 22nd, another poll came out from Survey USA that actually shows Barack Obama up by 7 points over McCain. Now, the other state is Colorado, another one of these states that has been verging towards being a swing state. Democrats have been coming on really strong recently in statewide races, and Barack Obama now seems clearly to be ahead in head-to-head contests with John McCain. Now, this was one of those states that during the primary season, Obama ran much more strongly against McCain than Clinton did. And in the current, two most recent head-to-head matchups, you have from April 21st, Obama ahead of McCain by 3 points, and then in May 21st, These are both Rasmussen polls. Obama actually ahead of McCain by 6 points. Now we'll be looking more closely at these different states in upcoming episodes, but at the moment you can see the map is relatively similar to what it was in 2000 and 2004, but a couple places where the Democrats are contesting new terrain that didn't really seem to be within reach even as recently as 2004. I'm Josh Marshall from TPM Media, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.